My father, he went through the night all alone, with nobody there by his side. Even God seemed to turn his head away. He had nowhere safe to hide. What could he do? Where could he go? Out of the sky fell rain. Bitter resentment seeped into his heart. Could nobody else feel his pain? It had all seemed so different on the mountainside, on that bright sunlight Easter morn. Though he knew he'd be hindered when he took up the challenge, a new direction in him was born. But though he found the answer to relieve the pain felt by every person bar none, no one would listen, no one would follow, no one believed him, not one. He appealed to the people that God had prepared, who were waiting for Christ to return, who studied the Bible and prayed with fervor, in whom the Holy Spirit did burn. But they were stuck with interpretations obscure, wouldn't even chance a fresh look, contradicting themselves about what they believed, misinterpreting God's holy book. To the highways and byways he went, then God told him that he should head for the north. He had no time to tell his wife or her friends, without a word he boldly stepped forth. He was led to a group that had received revelation that he was the one to come. But others betrayed him to the authorities, who sent him to the death camp of Nam. He'd been tortured near to death at least twice before. Self-proclaimed Christians, complicit in the lies told about him, thrown out in the street in the frozen winter, beaten to within an inch of his life. The food in the camps was 2 small cups of barley a day, barely enough to stay alive. But for 3 weeks he gave half of his ration to his fellows, as part of his divine plan to stay alive. He worked there 2 years and 8 months until a bombing raid freed him, carrying a man on his shoulder, the sins of the world on his shoulders. He made his way to the north. When he arrived, he started straight away slaying the truly lawless, as Paul had prophesied with the gift of his mouth. And even in his 90s he wouldn't give in, but continued to teach with zeal, determined to save and bless every soul, most of all God's huge heart to heal. We know that our suffering is slight in comparison. We've not felt anything like the same, but we've experienced enough to empathize, to understand life's not just a game. Some of us have felt cold and we've done our best to challenge our limits of heart. And each time we've fallen, we've somehow gotten up, determined to make a fresh start. Today is a day that is like no other, in the future or in the past. And every little thing that we do is of value, and its memory will last. Let's rejoice and give thanks that we've heard the word, the Messiah is on the earth. We can hold back the flood with our tears, sweat and blood, and help God's new new age come to birth. Yesterday is a day that is like no other on the earth or even in heaven. We're called to attend the true parent's cosmic Lord. Oh, whether we're 7 or 77, let's rejoice and give thanks that we birth the word, the Messiah's on the earth. We can hold back the flood with our tears, sweat and blood, and help God's new age come to birth. Yes, we can hold back the flood with our tears, sweat and blood, and help God's new age, God's new age, God's new age come to birth. Jude.